Hey guys, today we're talking about programming languages in cybersecurity. I get asked this question so many times, and I have kind of created a video here or there on TikTok. It's always just kind of short videos to answer comments, but I really just wanted to make a dedicated video because it shows me there's a lot of a lack of understanding, and it makes sense because cybersecurity, that's such a vast, there's a lot to that, okay? Cybersecurity, there's so many different avenues you can go into. So I wanted to discuss the types of programming languages you can expect to learn depending on the path you want to take. So I expect this video to be shorter than usual, probably like 6 minutes tops. And yeah, so let's get into it. First and foremost, if you find this video valuable, give it a like, and if you're new, subscribe. I make all kinds of different videos, all types of different cybersecurity topics. So the first thing we'll go into, because this is the most requested, so I'm not here to waste your time. So for a cybersecurity analyst or a SOC analyst, now, even within the fields, even within the specific job titles, it's nuanced as well, okay? There's a lot of different answers for that, but I'll go into it. For a cybersecurity analyst, depends. So let's say you are a more hands-on security analyst. The first programming language you can, hope to just increase your efficiency would be Python, okay? Now, this is not a necessity. For some jobs it is, right? It all depends on the job posting, but Python would help you, okay, a lot. Or for some job postings, it would be the determining factor of if you're hired or not. It depends on the job posting. The other thing is, it depends on the security tool you're working with. So I work a lot with Microsoft Azure. And for the Microsoft Defender suite, the programming language you really need to know is KQL. Okay, it's similar to SQL or SQL, but it's different. I find KQL pretty easy, especially when you start to understand what the language is doing. You are grabbing from tables, so you are a lot of times, the cool thing about the Microsoft Defender suite is you can actually see the tables to the left of where you're writing your query, so you can say, like, from this query, right? From this table, I want this information. And with time, you'll know exactly what to put in. Like if you are trying to search, for an endpoint, or if you're trying to search for a file name, or if you're trying to search for a URL or a domain or an IP address or a user, you'll start to learn exactly what to put in. This video is not about to go in depth into all the programming languages, but yes, the two that stand out to me the most in my current job, I do not need Python. I still take Python courses here and there because I'm trying to stay sharp and knowledgeable. But for me personally, KQL is really the only language that if you know it pretty well, it does help a lot. Okay, so for a security analyst or a SOC analyst, from my experience and from my knowledge of the field, Python and KQL stand out, okay? Now, if you want to do something more technical, like, for example, web application security, then it depends on the stack, okay? I would say some of the big ones would be something like JavaScript, Java, C and C++ would not hurt, okay? But again, it depends on the stack. It depends on the job posting, right? Web application security is dependent on what the company is using. Now, that being said, the programming languages I just said are a good start. Honestly, I would focus mostly, probably JavaScript would be really good to kind of focus in on, because almost everything these days is using JavaScript. So a good starting point would be JavaScript. Of course, look around your community, what job postings are near you, and see what what are they generally asking for? Because again, it depends on the job posting. But yeah, web application security is more technical. You're looking to make sure there are no bugs in code. You're doing dynamic analysis, which is when the program is running. You are putting certain inputs and analyzing the output or analyzing the error messages, etc. Okay, you might also be determining how wide the environment is and finding ways to reduce that where needed. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you're seeing what all the company is using and if they need to be using all of that in the first place. And if they do, you're checking for gaps in the security. Okay, but yeah, so overall, web application security, again, it depends on the job posting, but I think JavaScript would be a good place to start because you're seeing the security of web applications. So what do web applications use? Okay, and that's what you're studying. Now, the other thing here, we can go to the red team side. So penetration testing, the types of programming languages, well, scripting languages first, Bash or Z Shell would be good to learn. PowerShell, right? Staples actually, right? Bash and PowerShell are staples. Then C and C# would be really good to get into. And honestly, you could kind of get into the weeds and pick up something like Rust, but really, I think, and something I'm personally studying, Bash, I'm getting way more well-versed in Bash, PowerShell, C, C#, and Python, okay? It never hurts to get good at Python. It just makes things easier. It makes scripting easier. Python's a very powerful tool. So, yeah, those 5 for like the red team or penetration testing side, okay? And that's really like the big 3 that really you would need programming languages off the top of my head. Of course, if you're GRC, that's, from my understanding, there's not a lot of programming languages that you would really need to know. If I'm wrong, please feel free to let me know because we're here to educate each other. But yeah, those are really what stand out, okay? And again, ultimately, it depends on the job posting, okay? So again, that is the programming languages / scripting languages I see in postings and I think would be important for you to learn depending on the path that you choose to take. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you found it valuable, give it a like. If you're new, subscribe or follow. See you guys.